Welcome back to Let's Play Sakura's Spirit. Man, that's music. I found Machiko and Maiko talking near the steps leading back into the forest. The two girls looked like they were playing a game similar to a hopscotch on the wide shrine steps. It was time for me to figure out how to convince the girls.
Taka-kun, is everything alright? You look worried.
Surya told me something interesting.
Oh? Oh? What was it? Did she tell you Ine-sama's bust size? Maiko!
Maiko, you look bigger than her.
Owie!
No, nothing like that. And even if she offered to, I would have said no. I'm a gentleman after all. She told me about some recent events, and I think I found a way to get both of you accepted by the village.
Wait, what? What did she tell you? She has not told us a thing.
She didn't go into much detail. She told me that some wild spirit caused a lot of troubles for the villagers and gave you guys a bad reputation. If you can convince the villagers that the other spirits are just playing, maybe you can figure out a way to protect them. And if you show up to help, maybe they'll warm up to you.
Yay! That will work for sure. Suchan and Takani are so smart. Whoa, wait. Maiko, calm down. Taka-kun, there's no way the villagers will accept us that easily. Even if we convince their elder, the two guards will never forgive us for our theft.
I firmly believe that it's better to try something and fail than to regret not having tried. I mean, those girls would probably be upset, but maybe they would be more willing to listen to your story if you were to save the village.
It's better to try something and fail than regret not having tried. But won't you be sad if you fail despite having tried so hard?
I've been there a lot, trying so hard to win, but still end up losing in the long term. I don't really regret it. I know that I tried and I stood a chance at it and everything. I did my best. But if it was a complete hopeless situation, then yeah, I probably wouldn't even try it at all. But yeah, in life, everything is possible. Just like going to the moon. They said it was impossible, but we sure showed them. Well, it will only hurt if I fail. It will only hurt if I fail. Nothing is ever set in stone, so it never hurts to try. While we were rather certain this idea would work, I knew first I had to convince the girls with the amount of confidence my tone carried. I was hopeful that it was only a matter of time before Machiko would begin to consider it. By the way, how do you, Yes! Hehehe.
I'm not sure, Taka-kun. Do you really want to face the wrath of Miho head-on?
If it's for the sake of my friends, sure. And if you're lucky, she'll finally show that the other side of her.
I'm up for it. I want to play with the people in the village. I want to be able to eat the delicious smelling foods and learn all about them.
What about you, Machiko-san? Do you want to be able to walk around without the constant fear of being chased down by the angry villagers? This could be the only chance we have.
I suppose with both of you being so enthusiastic, I do not have much of a choice in the matter. It would be nice to be able to buy sake from the human world. Spirit sake is rather bland.
That's the spirit. We should hurry to the village then.
Very well, Taka-kun.
Meanwhile, in the village. The two guards who had just returned from patrolling the area found their village in uproar. Kia's reigned supreme as village fled their homes, screaming about some monster that had appeared at the marketplace. Armed with their weapons, the two rushed off to deal with the threat. I'm not doing your voice, skip that! Oh, whatever. Whatever.
This BGM is awesome!
In the shadows of a nearby building, a figure could be seen rustling about. Upon closer inspection, it turned out to be a girl, seemingly occupied downing several bottles of sake before she dropped them and turned to look at the person who had interrupted her. When she finally moved into the light, it became clear that she wasn't a villager, but a girl covered in slime from head to toe. Okay. She said, hey, she has flowers on her sides. Including you? The girl lunged forward with her katana drawn, slashing through the spear's body. However, the part that was sliced through was sealed up almost immediately, rendering the attack completely ineffective. The sword stuck inside the slime girl's body. The spear quickly lashed forward, spraying several jets of slimy substance at the female guard. I have some hiccup. We soon discovered that her clothes began to melt away. Humming the last part with childish playfulness, the slime girl pushed the swordswoman down onto the grass. The slime that had been splattered onto her starting to harden, causing her to stick to the ground. And let me see this scene.
What the? There we go, cheater, devious fiend!
You're the one who tried to use a sword against me.
Don't you know that girls like me can easily avoid such attacks? Besides, this way I can continue eating in peace. Now, be a good girl and stay here while I grab some more yummies. Never! I will not rest until you have been vanquished. Damn you! It's useless. Once my slime hardens it, the puny human like you won't be able to break out of it, especially one who is powerless without a sharp stick. I assure you, I'm more than just a monkey with a sharp stick. You will never... What? You will never break my stamina. You will not make me silent. Ah!
Mew struggled, clenching her fist in an effort to try and free herself. Slime cracked her and there, but nothing indicated that it was ready to yield.
Yes, you're stuck, monkey, but you're kind of loud.
But it's giving me a headache. Ah, damn you! The slime girl playfully tapped her forehead as Mew continued to her desperate attempt to break free.
Just answer me this. Why do you spare targets? You could have gone anywhere. You could have spent your days hidden deep within your force. Yet you constantly attack us, constantly show our lives around, like we're nothing. But this forest is boring. There isn't anyone around to play with aside from my sisters. Humans are such a curious bunch. There's no fun when you all raise your swords, torches, and pitchforks whenever we visit. You know what else isn't fun? Having to rebuild our homes every time you visit. You don't want to live as our road every time you're feeling bored and wish to play. We're not toys, you monster. We're humans, proud and wise.
I have an item in my inventory? Okay.
We will not stand by idly as you terrorize our people. I'm not sure about pride and strength. You do realize that if it wasn't for my slime, you'd be giving the villagers show that they wouldn't soon forget, aren't you? That's not... You're the one who... My clothes are... That's not important right now. If it wasn't for this goo, I would still have my clothes on. Feet, monster, you little thing! Oh? So you want me to remove my slime? I guess you're the kind of annoying with your nagging and all. Maybe I'll need to punish you a bit.
Slime girl smiled deceitfully at Miho as slime uncovered the girl's sartorial compress, almost painfully so.
Ah! This is nothing compared to what the villagers had
I'm tired. Who's saying this?
Right!
The sound of running footsteps come from the crowd, and suddenly this you know, whenever I have to record on my laptop, record a visual novel, I always have a darn call. Why the hell do I never have that when I record on my desktop? It's a bit annoying recording on my desktop, visual novel wise that is. The sound of running footsteps came from the crowd, when suddenly the slime girl felt her body growing warmer, small flaming sparks seemingly floating around her body, causing her body to slowly melt. At the same time, from the midst of the crowd, 3 figures appeared to keep the slime girl from her prey. 2 fox spirits, one muttering an incantation of sort, while the other one was holding some sort of ritualistic staff. Trailing behind them was the Naginata-wielding guard, accompanied by a young man. Please, Ruby-san, we're trying to help. I don't want to have to stop you. Right, I hope the girls know what they're doing.
Sakura! What are you doing here?
While the slime girls were being distracted by the fox spirits, I ran over to Mio's side using all my strength to pull at the slime and cover her. However, all seemed to manage was a slight there. Freeing the girl was clearly going to take a while. They're here to help, so use your energy for something useful like getting rid of this damn slime.
Maiko, keep up the good work. No, Sakura, I've not come to play. You're a fool, a bubbly-brained moron who are harassing the villagers. If you wanted food, you know you could have come down to the mansion. Maria-sama, the spell's almost done. If I keep going on it, it might... Just a little more, little one. Sakura, I didn't wish for this to end this way. You know what will happen if Maiko's spell is allowed to continue. You might get stuck in your midget form for a long time. I'm certain you do not want that. Leave this village, please.
You're going to melt me? Oh, that's you. Oh. Ah. And with those words, the slime girl melted into a pool of water and soon disappeared from sight. The way the music jumps like that does not feel nice at all. But still, the BGM is awesome. Once the slime girl had disappeared from the village, I succeeded in tearing off the slime and covered Mio. However, as the slime shattered into millions of tiny pieces, Mio was left without any form of cover, causing me to quickly cover my eyes.
Don't you dare look at me!
Scrambling to her feet, the girl rushes away, most likely in search of change of clothes. When the slime girl is gone, the villagers turn towards the fox spirits with confused gaze.
And I need to sit up a bit.
The tension in the air was thick. No one... No one knew what to expect. Finally, a familiar figure emerged from within the crowd.
Yeah, I'm not going to do your voice.
Wait a second, these girls just wanted to help.
Ode-sama, my head hurts. It's okay, dear. I'm here. Just hold on to me. Tightly, I'll protect you, and so will Takakun.
I'm going to marry her, damn it. And this is for a nice screenshot. The crowd seemed rather startled by the firmness in the old man's voice, but soon obeyed. Some of them feeling rather ashamed all of a sudden. I understand their concern, but I will at least hear me out. But will you at least hear me out? Who's the chief? Wait, is he talking about the girl, what's her name, Miho? Oh, Mio, not Miho. Thankfully, the elder brought her somewhere private, where Machiko could tend to Maiko without the villagers looking on in contempt.
She's highly unorthodox.
Smiley face. I love that smiley face.
Shh, Maiko-chan. No problem. Su-chan told us to do it. Besides, Sakura's stupidity smelly mini pants. It's a stupid smelly mini pants. We humbly accept your gratitude, Elder-sama.
Chi-chan? Who's Chi-chan? The elder sighed before his gaze sharpened, his tone surprisingly stern in comparison to how he had just been talking. His voice was not harsh, and both girls visibly flinched at the sound of it. The man sighed deeply, shaking his head before continuing. There's more at oh. Actually, what I'm about to tell is something I learned directly from her. I nodded my head firmly. There's a reason behind. I just have to listen to this BGM. If they released a sound playlist for all their BGMs, I would buy it. There's a reason behind the spirits' attitude towards humans, and it doesn't strike you odd that there are only spirits in this particular area. It has something to do with this region. Apparently, you see, spirits here aren't from this world.
Takakun, what are you saying? We are spirits, but surely we are still of this world. Onee-sama, what does that mean?
Sayuri told me you probably wouldn't remember it because of how young you were when it happened. But spirits have a world of their own. Some accidents cause both worlds to merge temporarily. The whole thing was apparently dealt with before it got out of hand, but a few spirits became trapped here. Machiko-san, Maiko-chan, and 4 other spirits were unfortunate enough to get stuck here. I think Sayuri willingly came here to watch over them. You remember being with Sayuri for a while, don't you?
That's none of your business. Sucha took care of us a little while, but then she took us to the mansion and sort of left us there. Now we can only visit her when she wants us to.
Even though she's a powerful spirit, Sayuri has to follow certain rules. Because of that, she wasn't able to reach the other spirits.
I don't know what to say. I need a moment. Might use another room to compose myself.
Why does she keep calling her Chi? They know each other? When Machiko and Irene left the room, I sighed and turned my focus back onto the conversation. Now, about the panty theft.
It was a simple mistake. I needed a maiden silk for my spell. How was I supposed to know that was something other than the silky thing girls wear?
It's all a misunderstanding. None of them knew that maiden silk is another term for a wedding sash.
Yeah, that's where you're wrong. Onee-sama and I don't have any.
You too? Yeah, moving on. Siri suggested that we find a way to help you guys out. If we can make you trust us, we figured that maybe you would make us the sash.
Boo, silly man. I already told you I need it for a spell.
Maiko-chan, this guy isn't a magician. He doesn't know what you're talking about. Basically, Maiko-chan has been researching a spell that would allow her to travel to another realm. Imagine being stuck far away from this village. You don't have any way to return to your loved ones. To make matters worse, you're in a place you don't know, with a being unlike anything you have seen before. Now let's say you had a power that would let you go anywhere you want. Where would you go? Yes, even if they weren't aware of it, they must have been subconsciously felt that they were different from you. They only wanted to...
Kinda. I guess. I just want to cast a spell to see what would happen. Susha told me that if I ever felt like that, I should ask her first and go with it. So I did. And since she didn't warn me about anything, I figured it was like any other spell.
I think it's normal. Maiko-chan, whether it's human or spirits, everyone wants a place they want to call their own. A place where they were accepted for who they are. Isn't that right, Elder Saba?
But you accept me for who I am, don't you, Takari?
For a moment, I saw the elder's eyes wander sideways towards the room Narumi and Machiko had moved to, and his gaze softened. Meanwhile, in the room off to the side of the main room, the guard lieutenant was watching over the older fox spirit as she seemed to be in the grips of a minor panic attack.
No, this can't be right. This can't be true. I'm from this world. This world. I belong here, don't I? No! You cannot possibly understand. You cannot know what it's like to have everything you do your whole life just pulled out from under you completely.
Wait, you do?
What do you mean? I... I'm sorry. I didn't know. I could have not known. Pardon? I do not know what you're talking about. Narumi, was it?
Narutan?
What?
So that's why she could keep calling her Chi-chan. The girl collapsed onto one knee, clenching her head.
I remember. The village is glowing orange. A girl younger, resembling you. Why would I remember? Why would I not remember this before? Ah! My head hurts. I remember seeing you crying. You screamed for your parents and then you were calling out my name as I ran. I had to. The villagers, they wanted to catch us. Oh, spirits. They didn't care that we had been plagued by the river all day. I couldn't explain it. I had to run. I can't believe it. Naruto, I'm so sorry.
The fox spirit reached out for the guard, who pulled back instantly. As she did, the pain seemed to disappear. Machiko looked more relieved than ever anything.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us a chance, Naruto.
So that's why we need to take a screenshot.
I promise, Michael and I will do our best. Perhaps you could tell me more about the incident.
I'm not too sure. It seems like a bit of a fair deal on my part. Perhaps you could sweeten it for me just a little?
That's right. When Maiko saw me transform for the first time, she got so scared she ran away and nearly hurt herself. How could I possibly have forgotten that? Other than, thank you for telling me that. I swear, I will get Takaku to help you. Thank you.
The girl stepped forward once again, this time wrapping her arms around the surprised guard, who did not pull back. As the two women hugged each other tightly, the fox spirit began trembling.
Forgive me for my absence. I must admit, I did not expect such revelations. Daikun, have you explained the situation?
Yeah, I think they get it now, but it's probably going to take a while for the villagers to accept you.
Thank you, Elder Saba. My sister and I are very grateful for your hospitality.
What? She's her granddaughter? Okay.